As I sit here in the quiet of this airstream out in the garden, I'm surrounded by wind that's moving and shaking the caravan, which I find it's really coherent with the topic today, which is how to deal with the emotional roller coaster, especially during these times with the COVID virus. A lot of you may be stuck inside of an apartment. Some of you are alone. Other people might be with a partner. Sometimes that can be challenging. Sometimes that can be rewarding. Sometimes we might be stuck with the family or in close quarters. We might have lost our jobs. We might be suffering financially. We might be having moments where we're able to connect with ourselves one day and feel really good, and then the next day we get panicked, we get fear, anxiety about what the next step is going to be. It might be financial, it might be even health-wise. And we wonder, is all this true? Is all this real? What's going on? We're sitting there looking at the news on our Facebooks, on all sorts of other news, trying to understand what's true and what's not true, trying to figure out what to listen to, what not to listen to, maybe feeling the emotions of all the people that are getting sick, maybe the emotions of people that might be dying, funerals with nobody there. One thing that's really touched me is the people on the balconies in Italy singing, noticing how people are really stretching out their compassion and their love for each other and their support, which can all be something that feels really good, but then the next day we'll read something that makes us have fear and anxiety again. So what I'd like to help you with today, and to help myself, because I'm in the same situation, is a meditation on how to deal with the emotional roller coaster. So I'd like you to get into a comfortable situation, comfortable seating. We'll probably be sitting with the eyes closed for about 10 to 12 minutes. So just get seated where you can feel your sit bones sit up straight. If you feel like you want to lay down, that's okay too. Just make sure your spine is straight. And I'm going to close my eyes, and you're welcome to do so too, and just listen to my voice. Okay, so first we're just going to take an instant to connect to our bodies. Start noticing the in-breath and the out-breath. And in-breath again. Notice your sit bones and imagine walking up along your spine, one vertebrae at a time, stretching upwards all the way to the top of your neck, and feeling the back of your head, and coming over your head to the forehead, feeling a space between the eyebrows and the eyes, the nose, your cheeks, your jaw, your lips, your tongue. Notice your throat. Notice if there's any tightness in the throat or in the jaw. If so, just relax that and let the tongue relax, touching lightly the top, the upper palate inside your mouth. Relax the shoulders, the chest, the belly, the pelvis. Notice your legs, your knees, your calves, your ankles, and your feet. Notice your hands, and notice any areas where you might be feeling tension right now. Go ahead and just scan through the body and notice any areas that might feel tense. Perhaps it's in the solar plexus. That's kind of the spot where we have fear and anxiety or tension. Perhaps it's in the sternum, in the heart area, the place of love, sadness, compassion, heartbreak, emotional center. Or in the shoulders, maybe between the shoulder blades. Perhaps you've been sitting at your computer a lot and might feel tension in the neck and shoulders. And just breathe into those areas that you feel tension on the exhale. Release deeply. Okay, now I'd like you to go in now and just think about your day. Remember any moments that felt particularly emotional. What emotions happened today? Was there any moments where you weren't feeling completely just in peace and relaxed with your day? Or if maybe there's a situation that's coming up, perhaps from yesterday or the day before, you can bring that up. Just notice it. And notice what sensations come into the body when you think of that situation. Notice any feelings that arise. Feelings are, before they become thoughts, we feel them inside our body. So our body may tense up. We might feel a wave of some sort of, like our blood rises up to our head or to our heart when we might feel a wave of anger or a wave of sadness. Just notice the feelings and the physical sensations that arise when you think of these recent emotions that happened. Now I'd like you to release that, and I'd like you to go back and try and find an emotion or situation where you just felt at peace. Is there a moment, perhaps it's as simple as the moment when you're maybe taking a bath or getting into a warm blanket at night or seeing your child in the morning. Just find a little moment where you felt at peace. Perhaps it's the drinking your coffee in the morning, or perhaps it's something bigger. Just remember that moment right now and try and really savor it. Find that feeling. And notice any tensions in the body dissolve. Notice if there's any other feelings that arise as you think of that moment of peace. For some people it might be feelings of sadness because it's something we miss. Now I'd like you to think of a space, an emotional space where you would like to be. What is that space? Today, what I wanted to feel like is I wanted to feel fulfilled. Perhaps for you it's something different. Perhaps it's you'd like to feel balance. You'd like to feel love. You'd like to feel energized. What is the emotional state that you would like to be in? And go ahead and just think of that and start to really feel it. What does that feel like? To feel that feeling that you're wanting to be in. Think of a moment in your life when you might have felt like that. Is there a moment that pops up? Perhaps even if there isn't a particular moment, just imagine what it would feel like if that moment, that feeling is there right now with us. How does your body feel? How are you breathing? Allow that feeling to rise up and into your body. And as each time you breathe in, let that feeling expand. Let it expand into your chest and your shoulders, into your belly, to your legs, to your feet. Let it expand even bigger than you are. Keep nurturing that feeling with your breath and let it expand as if you have this energetic bubble that's expanding from the inside of your body outwards, and it's getting bigger and bigger. And as you begin to align with that feeling, allow yourself to come up with this affirmation. Today, I feel at peace, or today I feel fulfilled, today I feel balanced, today I feel whatever that feeling is. And allow yourself to really embody that feeling. Notice how your body feels. What happened? Did your shoulders drop? Did your chest open? Notice. And if there's any thoughts that come to your mind that are constricting you from having that feeling, allow them to just come in and release them, because you are stronger than that. Just let it arise and release, as if it's a cloud that's passing in a blue sky with the wind, so it goes by very fastly, or very quickly. And come back to that blue sky of that emotion that you want to be in today. Okay, and now we'll release. Okay, so this is a little exercise that you can do whenever you notice that you're feeling tension or anxiety or fear or any of the other mixed emotions we might have. And if it feels like that emotion is not something that's a contribution to you right now, what you can do is just sit there, maybe even for a few minutes. Sometimes I like to do this every time I eat a meal, just before the meal, and I'll draw in an emotion that I'd like to feel, and I let it invade my whole body. I become fully present with that emotion, and it's amazing how that transforms the next moments of the day. The difference about saying is I want to feel is that is an emotion that is outside of you. But when you bring that emotion in and become that emotion, your vibration shifts, and everything around you ends up shifting in the same way to match that vibration. So this is something I do in the morning too. When I wake up, I have a little quiet moment and I breathe, or I meditate in the morning and in the evening, but some of you don't have that practice. So you can just sit there, take a moment, close your eyes, and just intentionalize around your day. What is it that you want to feel like today? And allow that emotion and that feeling to be the root of your day. And then schedule your day in the way that perhaps that's going to make it easier to be in that emotion. And when you start noticing different emotions that are bringing you down, or you're reading the news, you're getting depressed, you're getting sad, stop, switch, do something different. Think about, breathe, and think about where you want to be, and then find a new activity that makes you feel better, more positive. And another great thing that I do is when I notice I'm feeling overwhelmed with too much sitting inside, too much computer work, I exercise, or I get out in nature, or I have a private dance party and I'll listen to my headphones with songs that I love, and I'll dance for 20 minutes in the space that I am. Today I did it in this Airstream, in this tiny little space. I had my own dance party, and it really helps. Write a book, or write a poem, write a description of what you're going through. Anything just to help switch out of that negative point of view that we might have. Okay, so I'm going to finish there. I'll say goodbye. And I hope this meditation helped you in some way. And I'm there with you all in this together. Sending my heart to you. Bye.